He said, why in the midst of her, like teaching them about this thing, like one of the boys got aroused and then he started crying because he did not know what was going on. And then she was like, you see, because you are not telling them. You said the mom was like, when you feel like that thing is tearing, he said, you are having an erection.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gus Desire. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, then I'm saying welcome. If you're a new subscriber, I'm saying welcome too. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, so here we discuss about faith, lifestyle, real life matters, and opinion videos. And in today's video, I have two beautiful guests.
Not
I have
beautiful.
two.
You're supposed to be handsome.
Okay, I have two wonderful guests anyways, and please do the honors of introducing yourself.
My name is Chichuke David.
Okay,
I'm me.
what do you do?
Okay, I'm a student
Alright.
and I'm an internet marketer and crypto trader too.
My name is Adeboye Adesola. I'm a student of the Department of Accounting. I'm a minstrel and I love to write.
Okay, so she's music minister, right? Okay, so in today's video we'll be talking about a topic. You might call it a controversial topic, I don't know, but we'll be talking about sex education. And apparently in this video we'll be asking that, is it helpful to educate your children sexually, or does it spoil them when you educate them sexually, or when you expose them to sexual education at a very young age? Yeah, so we'll be hearing from 2 points. We'll be seeing from the view of the men and from the view of the women. Yes, so ladies first, right? I didn't do that in the introductory parts. Like, he introduced himself first, but now for the questions,
Ladies
we
first.
do
Ladies first.
first.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. So I think it's actually good for you to educate your children when they are young about some certain things, apart from sexuality and all this other stuff. Education is more than just telling them like you shouldn't sit on a guy, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. It's more about talking about sexuality, their body image, self-confidence when it comes to sexual stuff. Talking to them about sex, safe sex, practices, abstinence, and all those stuff. And for a lady, it's actually good when you educate a female child about this thing, because a lot of times now we see children that they will enter like relationship and the guy will treat them anywhere and they will feel like it's okay. Sex education should cover all this. You should tell them about sexuality, how to take care of their private part, what you should do when you're having sex one thing or another. You should not just think that okay, because this child is still young, and the age that is coming after our generation, this is a computer age. A lot of things they will see on the internet, and if they don't have a proper foundation before, they can get like it gets blown away by those things and they feel like it's okay. And it's our duty as adults to educate them and let them know, okay, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't like have feelings for the same sex as you. Like, no, don't do that. It should be the opposite sex. A guy should not just touch you anyhow and you feel okay and comfortable about it. If you don't want something from a guy, just be straight about it and just say no. So I don't think that it is bad like for children to be educated like when they are small. Even the Bible says train up your child in the way the child should go, so that they will not depart from it. It's giving them a foundation. A foundation about it is actually very, very big. That's what I feel about it.
Okay, so now according to your own view, do you feel like the female child should get more sexual education than the male child, or it should be a case of balance? Because according to our culture in Africa, we hammer it on the female children more than the male children. More on the male children.
Yeah, we hammer it more on the male children. And because you see, we have some tribes that they feel like it's only the male child, not the female child. And you get that a lot. But I feel like there should be a balance. The same way you tell a guy that you don't manhandle a woman, simply because like maybe you are dating her and then because you see situations where they will be in a relationship, the guy will be the
I feel like in Africa it's not done that way.
Yeah, it's not
They
done
don't
that way.
say that to the men.
No, they don't say that to the men. Like they just let them know, okay,
Because what
women
hear.
are the weaker vessels.
That's what we
But
hear
you have to
often.
understand that the Bible was not saying like they practically don't have like the capacity to do something, because we see women now are making waves in the world. It's not like that. But you should also tell a female that when a guy man ambushes you, see, don't even have to abuse you already. Once a guy raises his hand, there's nothing that is going to stop you the next time from me beating you. You should tell a female child that is not okay. It is not okay for a guy to do that to you.
It's not right.
It's not like it's not okay, because you teach them about these things, although there should be a way you should be able to do it, like, so it's not just like, because some children's capacity are different. What I can handle as a 6-year-old will not be something like my friend can be able to handle. So you know the kind of child it is that you're talking to.
Exactly. And how to
You know the
break it
kind
down.
of child you're talking to, and how to break it down. Some children you can't talk to them and they will understand. Some children you have to sit them down and actually talk to them. Some you can't shout at them, so you can shout at them.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yeah, so you have to understand that it differs from child to child, but it's actually good. And I feel like ladies, like, we have this issue like that we just accept anything anyhow nowadays, and we just feel it's because I can't. You see, even
Because I'm
marriages,
female.
yeah, even marriages, like they can't live when there's an abuse relationship. They can't live when there's this and another. But when you educate them on this thing, that's why I say sexual education is like more than just talking about sex and private parts and other stuff. You also talk to them about sexuality, about the right things in the relationship, the right relationship to enter, safe sex and abstinence and all those kind of things, using condoms, using contraceptives, stuff like that. You talk to them about it, and it's actually very, very good.
Okay, so I'll get back to that your point where you talked about children differ.
My mom is a teacher, and the school that she was in, like before they moved her, it was inside a bush, and the teacher they were doing sex education, like a particular subject, and the teacher wanted to tell her, she was like, hey, you know the thing under you as a man. And my mom was just like, she just sat and she was just like, shit. I said, you have penis and ladies have
Break it
vagina.
down.
She said some people will call the penis dick and some will call the vagina cunt. And she said the teacher was just like, she was
Telling
really
her to,
like
she was
embarrassed,
too-
and
that
she
was
the mom
too
said
wrong.
that, do you think that they don't know these things? She said, why in the midst of her like teaching them about this thing, like one of the boys got aroused and then he started crying because he did not know what was going on, and then she was like, you see, because you are not telling them. You said, the mom was like, when you feel like that thing is tearing, say, you are having an erection.
Yes.
I don't know why people like to quote this, but this is our generation. You can't quote anything for us, we know. In fact, we know past what you know.
And our parents, they try as much as possible to want
quote
to
everything.
want to like use sugar-coated mouth to
Yeah,
say it,
you-
but then
you see,
they
some
want to
guys-
use the Bible to like hide it and all. And then children will be like, "Mommy, I already know what you want to say."
Some will tell you that, like, and know that because of their child, that you should not tell them you're exposing them, and I'll be like,
But they go to school every day.
they are more than exposed. Okay, they know more than you are thinking, because the way the brain is working now and says, before you know it, they want to know what's the meaning of a dick. Carry phone, check. They want
So
to know
easy.
what
And
is
the
sex.
internet
Carry-
is so.
See, example of all these
I don't know
things,
how to
you see
use.
like all this BDSM, sadism,
Yes,
like
yes,
this-
yes.
some people will feel like it's okay to have pain, like it's not okay. It's not
They say
okay.
it's part of exploring.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
Okay, you
That's
go.
nonsense. And you know
Okay, you
how
one day and you die.
you know how exposed the internet is. How exposed. The internet is so foolish that even the things you don't want to see, you see it. When you search one word on the internet, there is a very, very, very high probability that it will keep redirecting you to different things related to what you
Even
search.
when you want to download movies, like there's this part.
Yes,
it's just
those
pop
are
up, you will
ads,
say,
those are
I am,
ads.
my name is Kiniko.
I
Do you
want
want to meet up? Do you want to ask?
Yes, yes.
I want to download movie. I'm not.
That's what the internet can do. That's what the internet
Yeah.
can do. So it depends on how educated a man can be, or let's say a young boy. You understand? Sex aside now, for example, depends on how a young guy can present himself. Okay? Depends on how sensible a young guy can be at any moment. Okay, when you're talking to a guy, for example, a lady is talking to a guy, for example, you see that the guy looks all formal and then looks directly at you, talk to you without any rigor, without any rolling of eyes, trying
want you
to
to
check
touch
check out your physique, stuff like that. No, that's bad. Now, another part of sex education is being touchy, I found out that majority of the ladies we know, or majority of the ladies in the world, don't like being touched. Like you meet somebody for the first time and it's all touchy. Hi, I have fun. I want to. This thing annoys.
It
Yes,
annoys.
it
I
annoys
practically
a lot.
if you go to post office in Lauren,
Those guys.
Jesus.
These are the emoji like. I'm not
Sometimes when you're even on your
like,
period,
It's annoying. It's
that
annoying.
can be more annoying. Like,
It's annoying. So
I met a guy on Facebook and for the first time I talked to you and you're like, wow, your neckline.
okay, neckline.
what I'm saying most times when I'm talking to most youths is you gotta be careful. Most of these ladies don't like being looked at in a very uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
Sexual way.
It's very. Everybody knows you're looking at her lustfully. You understand? Because you know that there's this thing with guys, there's this thing with most guys.
Or the weasel when they see
There's this thing with guys, they will look at you. If you're putting on any kind of clothes you put on, the guy has the ability to look at you and in his brain he has removed all your clothes.
Exactly.
expectations.
He has removed everything you're putting on at that moment. You understand? So guys have the ability to do that, and that is bad. Be careful the way you talk to ladies. Be careful the way you present yourself to ladies. Don't go to a lady and be like, fine, give me this thing. That thing is annoying. Even to me, if I see a friend of mine doing it, it annoys me.
Pick up,
you know,
you are my oxygen. I can't breathe better. Like,
Lori, raw, please.
but you know, our generation has actually spoiled this thing because now because I would use the word because we are sane and because we are quite exposed and knowledgeable in something like this. That's why we feel like it is wrong when a man comes out and come out saying something as ras as that, okay, let me do this, let me do that. But our generation has gotten so spoiled that even the ladies themselves are the one coming to say, I don't like, no, they use code for me. Tell me what you know, be my body you want. So this is so conflicting now.
But do you know, in the midst of the very, very, very spoiled generation we have, we still have some preserved ones.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell my sons, if a girl makes you so angry and you want to beat her, at that moment when you raise your hand, think about that it is me raising hands on your mom. If you saw your dad beating up your mom, like
It only have
the Igbos, the way you Igbos used to say,
seriously, it only have an impact.
Also,
It only have
I
an
want-
impact on the children.
Sure.
If the real relationship between the father
And the
their
mom.
mother is good, because you cannot
it's
be
not matter.
doing.
It will shape their mentality.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect a child that grew up in an home like where the father beats the mother at each point to know how to relate with, like, especially like if it's a guy. It will feel like if they are not being careful, it will feel like it's actually okay to eat stuff.
that thing moves. I read that it moves
Because
from
it's
father
a
to
men-
son,
yeah.
like that. Like
I went for Buddha yesterday, love codes, and the pastor said something. He said, I asked because someone was like abusing relationship, and I had to ask. I said, sir, that will you advise the person to leave relationship or divorce? And he said, as a pastor, it is not right for them to say that. The only thing, even to us as individuals, the only thing you can do is they have to get to a point where they realize that, okay, I can't keep staying in this kind of relationship. It's when they decide that, okay, they want to go down, that's the only time you can support them. No one can help you do anything if you are not willing to live by yourself. Because no one has any obligation to help you do something like it's not a must. People can say no, people can say yes. Also for guys, please, the ladies dating you, if I say it's not your wife, always come and watch clothes, come and cook and this thing.
what if? Hold on. See, guys, this one I will say, you agree with me, but the one I will say next, you may not agree. Wait, this one you're talking about washing clothes and cooking and all those things. Is it wrong for a lady to go? Okay, let me put it this way: a guy is in a relationship. Both of them are in a relationship. They love themselves so much. There's no maltreating. There's no. Okay, let me put it in this scenario. The guy works. He goes to work. Probably works. I'm a Lagos boy, so I used to put this in Lagos. He lives in Festa and works in Apapa. That distance. He goes to work every morning, and then most times when he comes back, he's very tired. And let's say it's in the night by 7, 8 p.m. And then the lady comes to the house one day and says, okay, let me just do a few things. Clean the house. Say, okay, take some of the clothes to the laundry.
She decided on her own. It's not the one that the guy.
Hold on, will the guy force you to do all these things? Please, guys, don't do it. I beg you.
They will tell you like, how will you come to my house and you are not doing anything?
No, it's wrong.
If I want to, of my own free will, I will do it. But you cannot force someone to do some certain things for you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I agree with the fact that you said that it has to come from her own will.
Yeah.
That she has to want to do it for you, to actually do it for you. But what if we see in this other light that it can actually open doors to something different?
The guy now
If I
continues.
no, not that. If I went out and then coming from where I went to down to the house, obviously I'm dressing completely. I cannot wash in that outfit. I will have to change. Then the man comes, sees me in a freer outfit. You people are in a relationship, a constant relationship leading to marriage. Can you not open doors to something else? Okay, that's it.
That's another one.
Can you, so please,
That's another one.
and then you said something like, okay, what if the guy works and he comes late? Since he works, he ends. Let him take it to a dry cleaner.
Tough.
To answer your questions, both questions, my guys listening. First of all, before you go into a relationship, define your
Don't
relationship.
be in a situationship relationship.
Please, when the lady
Please.
says she's not doing something, don't
Don't force
don't
her.
force her.
First of all, don't force a lady to wash your clothes. Don't force a lady to
Domestic
clean your
challenge.
house.
She's not your wife.
Don't force a lady.
She's not your wife,
see,
yes.
Girlfriend,
do
the
you
girl
know-
that is a friend that is just passing the normal friendship. Please.
please don't force anybody to do anything for you. Do your things yourself. You were doing them before you met the girl, so don't just not go on. Wash your car. Let me not even talk about car because no girl will wash your car for you.
Same also as ladies should not expect a guy to turn into an ATM machine. Because
It goes both ways.
And also, don't date a girl because you want
sex.
to keep having sex with her. It's bad. Know what you want in a relationship. Know what you define your priorities. Go into a relationship, you want to grow together, not just because you want to go into a relationship and then at the end of the day, in less than 1 month or 2 months, you're done with the relationship and then you move and your mind you're like on to the next. No, it's bad. It's bad. Moving your body, mixing bodies and all is not nice. I was taught spiritually that it is not nice for you to mix bodies because when you come together, you copulate and you do all those things. It's not nice.
Actually, you see, when the Bible says what God has joined together, let him have to it's not talking about church wedding.
Okay.
It's talking about you having sex with someone because he said when two become one. It's not when you marry that you
One
become
flesh.
It's when you have sex you become one.
Please.
So
in the
imagine
spirit,
a
you
lot
must
of people that
have.
are married and they divorced.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure even actually that love code that I went with, that was what the pastor was saying. He said because someone asked a question, it was like he forgot that he wanted to talk about it too. Please don't think it's when Bible pastor now said by the power vested in me by the Nigerian government.
I now proclaim you man and wife.
Proclaim and
No,
pronounce you man and
no,
wife.
no.
Please, it's not when they pronounce you man and wife.
And some
It's not when
guys,
see, it's just for
guys.
legality's sake. It's just because it's
You
actually
want the
good.
whole world
It's actually
to
good. Like, you
know,
want to
yeah.
make it official.
You want the whole world to know,
But
yeah.
please, it's not in church that you become one. It is when you consummate your marriage that you become one.
Please.
So a lot of you are married
please,
people already that you don't know.
guys, what's your body count? So we say like 10, 15, 20.
What's your body count?
Shame no they
Then
catch
keep
you.
person.
Shame no they catch you. It's not nice.
But I'm not supposed to shame them like. I don't know,
No,
like.
it's not nice
But it's
now.
just like an awareness.
Imagine 24 hours a day of your life. You use like 5 to 7 hours doing nonsense. There's some people that go to the length of let me not talk about that for now. But guys, please, let's be educated. Control yourselves. Don't talk to a lady disrespectfully. Don't malhandle a lady. Don't do things that you would not want somebody to do to your sister. Because it has gone to a point where most friends, some guys don't want their friends to talk to their sisters.
Because they know
Exactly what their friend wants to do. They do it to other people, so they don't know.
Sometimes I want to ask like sometimes I want to ask like, you can do this to somebody else's child. What if you do it to your sister? Because you are going to do this. You can beat a lady. What if they do
What if they
to your
do it to
child?
your sister,
In fact,
your
to your child
child?
or your sister? How will you feel? See, you have to understand that it's not love is not when every time you see yourself you want to just off your clothes and want to tear each other, you know, and just want to hang yourself on the wall and do no. Love is what
This-
remain
this-
after this part is growing, like what you can build up from it. And that building up is not your feelings that is going to build it up. It's your communication, your commitment, your compatibility. That's what's going to build it up. Your spirituality.
This takes me.
If God is only doing it to the person, don't go and lead yourself to the person. Because when problem will not arise,
you will not start calling God.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I said that I was going to go back to what she said that you have to know the kind of child that you have. So back to, because it's more like we've said a lot of things. We talked about relationship, we talked about guidelines of relationship and stuff like that. But now back to the sexual education now. She made a point that you have to know the kind of child that you have and all that. Yes, I strongly believe in that point that you have to know every child, according to what scientists say, that every pregnancy differs, every child differs and all that. So study your child, know your child, because there are some children that, okay, fine, we know that sex education is good, but there are some children that you tell, they don't understand it. And there are some children that you tell, like, they are too hyperactive, their brain will just be imagining too much.
Especially us boys.
It's more like you are exposing them rather than educating them. So just know the kind of
This is
child.
why you should know the technique.
Yes, exactly.
The technique you are going to use to educate
The child. So it's not like you are going to just go raw on them like that and then you mess
Don't
up
say that
with
you
your
want to do technique and guys start showing them pornography.
So like at the same time, it still boils down to you having the spirit of discernment, asking God on how you are going to train this particular child or how you are going to bring it to them, so that you are not going to you are trying to help them, but then if you don't do it right, so you're not going to spoil them, right? Yes, sex education is actually good, but we should know the way we are going to direct ourselves in the past when you are teaching a child or your child about it. Every child differs, so you should know the technique that you're going to use in teaching the child. Exactly. Okay, so thank you very much for the honor of having you here. I sincerely appreciate. Once again, this is David and this is Desola. Oh, Didi! Oh my God, David Desire Desola. Oh my God.
It's not
Okay,
Adesola, please.
okay, I'm God's
D.
Desire.
There's a D there.
Whatever.
D's.
I'm God's Desire too.
Oh. Whatever.
Alright, so please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
100 years added to your year if you like and subscribe. 100 more years.
Okay.
Alright, see you guys. Bye-bye.
What to start? Okay. Chill first, and then all this part is cut off anyway, so you are free to do what you want to do. Laugh and laugh. Laugh and laugh. If you have laughter to laugh, differs. Every
child
differs.
differs.